Ready for another story about my ex-boss? For the longest time working at the previous home health, I've noticed some coworkers would work a couple of minutes past the end of the shift. From my understanding, this was to prevent any field agents from contacting whoever is on call until the next day. Now quick backstory. The person on the call is the boss, aka owner, Don, admin, etc. One day, we had a conference meeting and the boss wasn't happy some of us were working past work hours and makes a statement to clock out exactly at the time we close for the day. Of course, that meant she refuses to pay us overtime if we were working over 8 hours. So since our work hours are from Monday to Friday 8 hours each day, we have to make the best of it being productive within those hours. Why emphasize the days and hours, you ask? Since the calls have been transferred to on-call, which is the boss, this also means she's responsible for taking calls until the office opens. You'd think she'd know the basic knowledge of what to say or instruct when someone calls. Wrong. She'd basically call one of us late at night to assist her with any issue, and it usually takes 1 to 2 hours tops to finish assisting the issue. Here's the malicious compliance. One day, half of my coworkers were on vacation and we were understaffed. We finished work for the day and transferred calls to the boss. At this time, I wasn't feeling so good and I wanted to rest for the remainder of the evening. It wasn't even 8 p.m. and I received a call from my boss. Me, hello, ma'am. Boss, oh good, I'm able to reach you on time. Me, okay, what's wrong? Boss, I need you to call this patient in. Me, I'm sorry, I cannot do that at this time. I will follow up in the morning. Boss, no, this needs to be done now. Me, I understand, ma'am. But I cannot work outside hours as you officially said. I will follow up on this patient in the morning. Boss, I did not pay you to be stuck up. Now help me or you won't work for me anymore. Me, but don't you remember what you told us? Because we cannot work overtime and it's past work hours, we cannot assist. This issue with the patient will be done soon as I come into the office tomorrow. Hangs up. The next day, I come into the office and the Don arrives in time asking what happened last night. I explained to her the scenario and she took my side. We had a three-way call with the boss and the Don gave her a long lecture about how she told everyone we are not to be bothered after work hours even when she told us we cannot work overtime. The shivers I can hear from her side of the call belittle her. After that, we were allowed to work extra 15 minutes with extra pay past work hours to complete whatever needs to be done. She slowly stopped contacting us late at night but would bug the Don instead. And the issue she wanted me to assist with that time with the patient. The patient couldn't find their pillbox and ended up finding it later in the morning. So what the actual fudge?